this, because I did not see this, but I am interested in Girl, You Know It's True. Girl, You Know It's True. It's about Milli Vanilli.
Yes.
Alan, what is this? It's on Roku. Am I right?
I think so. It's somewhere. But you've been waiting for it. It is finally here. The Milli Vanilli biopic, Girl, You Know It's True. It is the full and complete story of the Milli Vanilli saga. Basically, we have a producer. Sorry, let me get my thing here. Okay, we have a producer, Frank Farian, who is a well-known producer in England and Germany. Many hits, but he's never been able to break the American market. He sees two dancers performing behind a popular singer and thinks to himself, hey, I think I could turn these guys into something big. Basically, he's there to make stars. He's not there to create singers or create dancers. He wants to make stars. And these two guys, Fabrice and Rob, are, they have the look. And he takes a song, remixes it, and it's the song Girl, You Know It's True. And instantly these guys become a hit. They grow in Germany, and soon it catches the eye of Europe, and then finally to America. And while in America, many things happen. One is Clive Davis is interested in them, and Clive basically lures them away from Frank, and makes them a much bigger star than these two were able to manage or handle. And yep.
Big question. Is it a doc or a narrative?
It's a narrative.
Okay. And then does it get into how because I actually think they're infamous.
Yes.
Because of the controversy. And here's what's ironic, about the controversy with Milli Vanilli. There are people on TikTok becoming more famous than Milli Vanilli for doing what ended Milli Vanilli's career, which is lip syncing, dance moves, and whatnot. So,
yeah,
this is crazy.
Yeah. So this movie is essentially the true story. I'll say this: many of the key players in this movie are producers in the movie, whether they were actually involved or they were given the title. It is their story from their perspective, which I'll say is a fair perspective. I think they're trying to be as open and honest about what happened. It's basically two guys who caught a break and fame overtook them and they went too far. They fell right away when they came to America. They fell into drugs. They fell into groupies. They just couldn't handle being able to. They couldn't handle being able to manage the success that they were getting, and what wound up happening, and of course this is the music business, and so what wound up happening is along their career, as they're being passed off from one manager to the next, people were demanding their piece of the pie, and soon it just imploded, and it imploded at the Grammys when they won Best New Artist. And both, mostly Rob, felt guilty about the fact that they're phonies, and that they really wanted to sing their own songs. The problem is Rob could sing decently, Fabrice couldn't sing at all, and so you just see this kind of downfall of it. And and I think they do, for the most part, they do an earnest job of trying to tell the story as openly and honestly as possible, And so, I agree with you in the case of Girl, You Know It's True. I would much rather have wanted to see a documentary than a dramatization about it. Fabrice.
To be fair, Fabrice went on to have a spray that freshens your clothes.
Yeah.
So Fabrice did well in the end.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand. This is why a doc would probably be better. They were a phenomenon.
Yeah.
I never bought Milli Vanilli. I never purposely tried to hear their song. I heard that song 1,000 times because it was on the radio. It was playing at the mall speakers. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
It was so popular. They were huge. They were
Well,
overnight success and enormous.
Yeah, let's remember there was a time a long time ago when MTV played music videos,
Right.
and Milli Vanilli came in at the right time when they were doing it, and that once they got on MTV and once they started doing MTV events, there was sky's the limit at this point. And let me see what was yeah. It is tragic because Fabrice he wound up dying of a drug overdose. He just it was the lifestyle he loved, and he couldn't get enough of it, and it eventually killed him. And so a lot of the movie is basically dedicated to him. As a film itself, it's very standard when it comes to a biopic. Each scene has to drop some kind of nugget about Milli Vanilli and their life, about what happened. It is directed by let me see, is directed by Simon Verhoeven, who is actually the son of Paul, the grandson of Paul, I should say. And I guess this is his one of his breaks to start making movies. It's done fairly well, but it's very standard when it comes to sorry, I just saw that comment. It's very standard when it comes to a biopic.
Don't get distracted, Alan. Stay focused.
Know,
all right. So do you recommend?
Yes, it is Rob who died. I'm sorry. It is Rob who died, not Fabrice.
Do you recommend Girl, You Know It's True?
I found it interesting. I'll say it that way. If you are curious about the life of Milli Vanilli, yeah, go see it. But it's not something I would say definitely go out and see this one. It is a phenomenon, and it really lays it out. But it certainly could have been done better.
I would rather see the documentary, and that's that.